What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today I want to focus on what the Anaheim Ducks should do with the number 10 overall pick in the draft. They acquired her from the Ottawa Senators and in exchange for Bobby Ryan. And that trade seems to be, as well as Ryan played with Ottawa, highway robbery for the Ducks. I mean, Silverberg and was the other one, Stefan Nason, was hurt most of the year. Really didn't contribute too much for the Ducks. But getting a top 10 pick and having a team that has a legitimate shot at the Stanley Cup is pretty awesome. If you saw my mock draft, I would have taken Brendan Perlini from the Niagara Ice Dogs. I think that's a reasonable pick. You know, he's big, he gives you a little bit of everything. You know, Anaheim, and they get 2 first-round picks. The last, couple years, going back to, I think, 2012 and 2013, they went back, they've taken defensemen with the number 1 pick. I think 10, 12, and 13 were all defensemen with their first picks. Not the number 1 overall pick, but their first pick. I should be a little more specific. The only year they didn't was the year they took Raquel in the first round back in, I think that was 2011. So they've got a tremendous amount of young talent on the blue line. You know, you're looking at Lindholm, you're looking at the kid for Seattle Thunderbirds, Trey Theodore. I'd see Cam Fowler's on the roster. Can you think what they lost Gardner and Schultz to them? That would be really an amazing blue line. So with that 10 pick, I mean, I can see them going defense with either D'Angelo or Hayden Fleury if they're on the board. But right now, I mean, Perlini, if Nylander's on the board, he'd definitely be a good fit. You know, they've got depth at every position. That's what's so weird about Anaheim is their organizational depth is amazing. And you think about it, you know, they really could have moved some of those assets to make a deal for Vanek at the deadline. And, you know, if they don't win the Cup, I think they'll be regretting not doing that. But, you know, you're looking at, they've got Getzlaf, they got Perry locked up long-term. Fowler signed a long-term contract and then broke out. So they're getting him kind of on the cheap in so many ways. And, you know, I know Hiller's a free agent, but you got Anderson, you got Gibson, who are going to be the goalies of the future, and you know you got plenty of room to make a move here. It's a pretty intriguing situation if you're the Ducks. They're really in the driver's seat of their long and short term future. I like Jake Vertanen if he were to fall to them. He plays for the Calgary Hitmen, which is ironically the same team Ryan Getzlaf played for. You know he's got some upside in his game, and can play Ducks hockey. So I mean, again, they're in the driver's seat with this pick. I think honestly they'll split the picks. They'll go 1 forward, 1 defenseman, and I'm actually just looking up right now who they take. They'd be picking 28th right now, judging by the rankings. The highest or the low thing pick is 29th because the Devils got the 30th pick from the Kovalchuk fiasco. I'm taking Bryson Martin, a defenseman from Swift Current. So right now I'm just focusing on that 10th pick, but realistically I think they'll go 1 forward, 1 D if I was a betting man. And if I was to gamble, my money would be on either Perlini or Jake Vertanen being drafted by the Anaheim Ducks for that 10th overall pick. Anyway, that's what I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ and what the Ducks should do with the number 10 pick in the draft. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season, the playoffs, and beyond. Later, guys.